Thank you. Mr. Norris? Mr. Norris?
Yes,
Robin?
Your Honor, I'm here.
Good. Thank you, sir. 2019-6278, Tony Orozco, announcement of council, please.
Josh Avila for the state judge. State ready.
Robin Norris for Mr. Orozco. I'm ready, Your Honor.
And Mr. Orozco is not present. You want to waive his presence?
Yes, Mr. Orozco is still in custody after we've had multiple bond hearings. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is. This court, generously reduced his bond with a very small surety component and a larger PR component. His mother is still having trouble getting him out of jail. This is also a case where there is no rec currently because there's a pending controlled substances P-file case that hasn't been indicted yet. And Josh's last note about that was that there's going to be no rec until that case is indicted. Oddly enough, he's facing one other controlled substances charge in this case, and a dismissal on that case just showed up in my inbox from Curtis the other day. I haven't even been discussing it with anybody, so Curtis is out there sometimes dismissing things without any conversations with me, I guess, and others too, which I'm good with, of course. That leaves him charged in your court just with this burglary case, which I anticipated the complainant would ask the state to dismiss. And initially, when I talked to the complainant some time ago, that's what he said he wanted to do, but I've since had difficulty contacting him. And the last time we were in on this, I suggested that Josh try seeing if he could find him. I was surprised not to hear from him. The only other charge is a misdemeanor criminal mischief case that arose from the same transaction as the burglary. These guys are friends, and my client, Mr. Orozco, messed up his flower arrangement, and so that was the criminal mischief charge.
That was the longest waiver of presence, because that was my question. You want to waive his presence, and then you went on for 20. But you're waiving his presence, right? I remember this case very well.
Yes, I know you remember.
My dismay, I'm sad he's still in jail. That's not good. We've dismissed the other case. We've dismissed the other case. Has been dismissed. Maybe we should agree to a total PR bond, Mr. Avila. Can we do that on this case?
Well, Judge, so I know Mr. Norris had asked me to try to contact the complaining witness in this case, and I did. In fact, multiple efforts. I found out that he's the owner of several businesses, and he's completely disappeared. I don't know where he is. I can't find him.
And my problem, exactly.
Yes, he has a business that apparently got traced to the Netherlands, and I was like, what's that all about?
I don't really know. I tried calling him. There was contact information in the discovery materials, but he didn't answer. So I went by his apartment and left a business card there, and he called me right back. But that was quite some time ago, and we discussed the case, and they're friends, and he said, yeah, it was a little tiff between them, and he was perfectly willing to make a request that the case be dismissed. But since then, I sent him a non-pros, and with instructions to call me if he had questions, and I didn't hear back. So I think what's keeping him in jail, Judge, is not your bond order. I think it's the one on the P file out of JMAC.
Right.
How much is the P file?
I'm not sure. Josh, do you have that?
Yes, I should have it. Let me pop it up.
What's the charge on the P file?
Oh, it's a controlled substances charge. I presume that Curtis dismissed the drug charge on the other one. He put on there it was to be used as an extraneous offense. I don't know whether he meant in the burglary or in the upcoming.
Oh, it's a $5,000 cash surety bond.
The only thing we have really is that case, that possession.
Yes.
Right.
I don't think we have the burglary. Curtis dismissed the other one. Let's let him out on a complete PR.
Wait, Judge, I have a better proposition. So, David Nunez made a lot of efforts to try to contact Mr. Santibáñez, and he wasn't able to contact him. I did too, Judge. I looked up his businesses, and I found, in fact, there was another one that was actually closed down. It was an event hall. So I'm actually considering just flat out dismissing it right now, Judge. But there's only one thing. That doesn't solve the fact that he's going to have another pending charge coming in.
Right.
And
we'll work with that when we have to. I'll just put a PR
Wait.
bond on that one, because that's
okay,
gonna,
Judge, do you want to put a PR bond? Because if that case, well,
Right.
I'm pretty sure you can put a PR bond on that case,
no,
but that
hang-
case is not going to land in your court.
well, it will. If I put the PR bond, he gets out, and then I keep that case and I dismiss Orozco. I dismiss his burglary in 2 days after I put a PR bond and he gets out.
Okay, Judge.
Right.
Are you suggesting to put a PR bond on the P file case?
Right.
Right.
Didn't realize.
Well,
you
I'll
had
keep
authority.
jurisdiction. The only way I can keep jurisdiction is if I don't dismiss the burglary.
Oh, yes, that's probably true.
No, it's not. Probably. It is true.
Yes, that's what
So
I meant.
I will put a complete PR bond on the P file. As soon as he's out of jail, just to make sure nobody touches it, then I'll dismiss the burglary. And then I have his P file case.
Right, and then if the P file gets indicted on the controlled substances, I'm sure Josh and I could work something out on that.
Right.
Well, and that's the thing, Judge, and maybe Sam, and I hate putting Sam on the spot, can explain this to me, but the second the burglary habitation case gets dismissed, the new felony is going to be entered into the wheel again to see if it's going to be assessed randomly to a court.
Correct, Judge, because then that case.
Yeah, that's true. That's
right. So don't dismiss the burglary right away. Let's see what happens with the P file.
Wait, I would rather dismiss it, Mr. Norris, because I don't want a case where I've officially kind of made a decision that I can't find him, and in the middle of it, he calls us back, and now we're all like, well, now he contacted us, right?
Well,
so I would rather dismiss it right now, and then have him be put on a full PR bond on the new case, which I'm in agreement with.
Well, then when he gets indicted, it may not be assigned here.
It's very likely not going to be assigned to this court.
right.
So,
But Mr. Josh, you're not going to dismiss it today. You're going to wait until I impose the PR bond, then on the P file. He's going to get out today or tomorrow. Then tomorrow you can dismiss the burglary, right?
Right, Judge. Can I submit the dismissal to Jesse, and then once the PR bond goes through, just sign the dismissal, I guess?
Right, absolutely.
that sounds good.
Okay, so he may not be in this court. They're right. I'll lose jurisdiction if he's not indicted. I'll lose jurisdiction within a day or two because I have to dismiss the burglary.
Well, okay. How interesting.
I know, but your
my
client
brother has a Puerto Rican expression for
what is
this.
it?
But well, I've said it to you before, but I can't say it when we're live on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Say it, Mr. Norris. Say it.
Well, I don't have any problem with it. It's in Spanish,
Tell me in Spanish. What is it?
Arroz con culo.
I shouldn't have asked. I shouldn't have asked.
Whoa!
Oh my God, I shouldn't have asked. I don't even know. I know the literal translation of that, but I have no clue how that translates into. I'm not even going to translate it into English. It's so vulgar.
It is vulgar, but it's a common expression in Puerto Rico for something that's all messed up.
Yes, I've heard it before.
Yeah.
I have never heard of it.
Sorry.
Never heard of it. Well, it was at Josh's urgings. I'm going to get upset with Josh because he urged me.
Well, he thought it was pretty funny, I see. So I did too. I heard it.
No, the judge didn't think it was very funny.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay, Mr. Norris, but you're okay with that?
Yes.
The logistical handling of this case, right? Okay.
Yes, and I will explain it to his mother, who's the one who's been working on his bond. So.
Oh, but that's a good thing. He's going to be out without the mother having to post any bond. That's good.
I hope so. I hope so. Well, there was still a cash component to. Maybe you're going to change that to the other bond.
What?
To the burglary one.
The burglary is the burglary is going to be dismissed.
It's not long for this world. Okay, good.
I'm not going to change it. It's going to be dismissed.
Okay.
So I'm going to put a PR component on the P file.
Thank you, Judge.
Complete PR bond.
Thank you, Judge.
Mr. Norris, there's
No
only
drugs. Are you okay if I impose it right now without his presence, please?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, Judge.
Judge, I was going to ask you, do you want to put the same conditions you had on his other bond?
Yeah, except that I don't think on a possession case, the no contact with. the complaint-
Correct. I could admit that.
Yes.
Right,
Let's put
but
the
the other
same.
conditions.
And then, so you have him reporting 2 times a month with 24 hours notice for UABA, in person once a month to his PR, your standard conditions, the no bars, no alcohol, no drugs, no arrest, no offenses committed against the state of Texas or any other state. He can't leave El Paso County without the court's permission, and that he is to follow Liviani regimen and protocol.
What about UAs? How many UAs a month?
2 times, 24 hours notice.
Okay, and one time reporting or 2 times reporting the PR bond?
1 time in person to PR a month.
Okay.
And then, I don't know if I said this at 9 to 6. Did I say the curfew?
No, you didn't say the curfew.
Okay.
That was my next question. Okay, I'm good with that. Just
And
do
then
it.
I would just need a PR amount. On this one, it's 10,000.
Let's do another 10,000 on the possession. So then that's going to be filed. Mr. Jesse, please stamp it right now. So he should be released sometime. No, he's not going to be released until I dismiss.
Well,
Okay.
That'll coordinate pretty good, I think.
Judge, I think once I see that he's not booked on that P file case, maybe we can sign the dismissal or stamp it, and then whether that be tomorrow or Friday.
Yeah, let's wait till tomorrow and we'll sign the dismissal on Orozco. And that way that gives this PR bond enough time to settle in. It's a total PR bond. Okay. Are you okay with that? Tomorrow we'll sign the dismissal, Mr. Norris. Yes?
Yes, that's very good, Your Honor. It's
Okay.
It's great for him.
Perfect. Yes, it is. I think this is the best. This is the best solution. Okay. That's great. Mr. Avila, anything else in this case?
No, Judge, just one thing, Mr. Norris, there's a criminal mischief still pending. I think that they might have
Bond.
There's a
small bond and he could bond out, but I'm thinking in that case, you might want to have him talk to me about my efforts to contact him, and maybe they want to dismiss it too, right?
Yeah, I'll reach out there. I've got about 1 day left here before I'm going on my
Okay, Mr. Norris, correct.
Yeah, so.
But hurry up and get it done so Mr. Orozco can get out of jail.
I'm trying, Judge. I'm so bunched up right now with all kinds of things getting ready to go, but I'll try to get it done.
I know that. The good thing is this, Mr. Norris.
Yeah.
We have Zoom that you can get involved anytime and you're away and you can still contact me and Josh, right?
I can, except for the times when I'm actually in the wilderness where I don't have any contact, but some of the time I will. Yeah.
Let's try to work quickly for your client. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Norris. Have safe travels. Have fun.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
Bye.